Peru has been topping our bucket list for a really long time. What used to be the Inca Empire is still shrouded in beauty and mystery. This is a rich and diverse country where the earth meets the sky in altitude. In 1530, the Spanish conquest of Peru abolished much of its Inca heritage. Yet somehow, Peru has preserved an identity and traditions which are unique in South America. Today, Peru is changing rapidly under the modernization, but continues to draw on its rich past. And so we'll be spending 2 weeks traveling through Peru. During our travels, we'll watch the mountains succeed to jungles and jungles to deserts. We'll also meet some of today's faces of Peru and gain an appreciation for the Peruvian way of life, its rich culture and traditions. This is Peru like you've never seen it before. Welcome, and we hope you enjoy watching. We landed in Cusco from Lima in the morning, after a long overnight flight from Madrid. We then checked in at our hotel located in San Blas, near the historical district of Cusco.
Hi, good morning from Cusco. We're currently sitting on San Blas Square, which is not too far from our hotel. We're going to be taking it easy today and trying to explore what Cusco has to offer.
Cusco was the center of the Inca Empire up until the Spanish conquest in 1530. It is ideally located underneath the Sacred Valley, on which we'll explore some of Peru's most prominent sites.
Cusco is 3.4 thousand meters up, so quite high. So we're trying to avoid the altitude sickness, hydrate, still see the sights.
In Cusco, signs of the Incas' past presence can be seen everywhere. We made our way up to the top of the city to see the Inca fortress of Sacsayhuaman, where many Peruvian families come to fly kites during the windy months. The historical district of Cusco is perfect for wandering with plenty of sightseeing spots, especially around the Plaza de Armas and the San Blas neighborhood. The next day, we leave Cusco and set off for the Sacred Valley to meet one of Peru's indigenous people. The Quechua people make up about a quarter of Peru's population and directly relate to the Incas. They're also a fantastic example of know-how and resilience developed over centuries. We meet Marilu, a mother and a daughter Reina, to learn more about their fascinating culture.
Chukchapi qhawarispanchis, kasadaq chukchanta qhawarinchis, hinaqa paypa chukchan simparusqa kashan, hina simpasqa kasqanpi paypa watasqa kashan, mana kacharisqachu. Soltiraq chukchanta qhawarinchis, hinataq paypaqa ch'ullalla, hinallataq rosada sintawan hap'ichisqa kashan, aqnata qhawarichiwanchis.
Over centuries, the Quechua people have carefully preserved many of their crafts and traditions. They also developed a symbiotic relationship with their environment and a deep knowledge of plants and natural remedies. One of the most fascinating examples of this symbiosis with nature is the Quechua people's relationship with the alpaca. The alpaca is a relative of the camel and was created 1,000 years ago by breeding llamas and vicuñas together. Baby alpaca wool is the finest and tend to fetch a higher price, whilst llama wool is commonly used for hard-wearing clothing articles. At the start of the process, the wool is washed in a mixture of water and grated sasha root, which acts as a natural detergent. Sheep's wool is washed before it is spun, but the more delicate alpaca wool is spun before being washed. Natural ingredients are used to dye it in many colors: blue, green, black, red, and orange. Once washed, dyed and spun, the wool is ready to be used to create a variety of colorful garments. We've only scratched the surface of the knowledge the Quechua people developed over centuries, but that's one for another day, as it is now time for us to get back on the road onto our next adventure. A couple of us drive away from Cusco. The Sacred Valley is the corridor to some of Peru's most prominent Inca ruins. Our first stop is Moray, a spectacular site located 3,500 meters in altitude with the Andes as a backdrop. Moray consists in 3 main circular terraces, engineered by the Incas to grow crops in concentric circles at different levels. Each pool is 30 meters deep and up to 12 levels in height, with stone walls on each level to reflect the sun rays and store the sun's warmth during daytime. This created a 5 degrees difference in temperature between top and bottom levels to grow and acclimate different crops to the high altitude of the Sacred Valley.
Potato is part of the family basket in every single country. But this is the origin 800 years ago.
Many kinds of potatoes the Incas domesticated, 4,700 kinds of potatoes.
We continue our journey through the Sacred Valley to the nearby site of Ollantaytambo, once the royal estate of Inca Emperor Pachacuti. The nearby salt mines of Maras are formed by over 4,500 salt wells of various sizes, dating from pre-Inca times and fed from the soil of the nearby mountain. This is one of the world's 4 places where pink natural salt can be harvested. In Inca mythology, these ponds were formed from the tears of one of the founders of the Inca Empire. Cusco, the Sacred Valley, and the hospitality of the people we met during our trip completely blew our minds, yet nothing was preparing us for what we're about to experience next. After a night in the town of Aguascalientes, we're on our way to Machu Picchu, and the lost city of the Incas certainly didn't disappoint. Machu Picchu means Old Mountain in the Quechua language, and was built in the 15th century as the residence of Inca Emperor Pachacutec. It became one of Peru's most recognizable sites due to its scenic location and Inca stone architecture.
Hi guys, so we're now in Machu Picchu. It's an early wake up to get the bus and get there from Aguascalientes, but it's really worthwhile. We're here for the day to tour the rest. We're on Circuit 2. That takes about 3 hours all in all, and the sights are just amazing.
Yeah, amazing views, definitely worth it.
There is something magical about Machu Picchu which is hard to describe. It was only ever lived in for about 80 years, but as we walked among the ruins, we could still feel the spirituality of this place, and imagine what it would have been like to live in this palace over 500 years ago, surrounded only by mountains and jungle.